Electronic. Electronic watt meter. Electronic wave equals electron wave. Electronics. Electronic admittance. Electronic amplifier. Electronic analog computer. Electronic apparatus. Electronic automatic frequency control. Electronic banking. Electronic beam processing. Electronic bulletin board. Electronic calculator. Electronic camera. Electronic charge equals electron charge. Electronic circuit. Electronic clock. Electronic coder. Electronic commutation. Electronic commutator. Electronic comparator. Electronic computer. Electronic conductance. Electronic control. Electronic correlator. Electronic counter. Electronic countermeasure. Electronic counter type frequency meter. Electronic coupling. Electronic energy band spectrum. Electronic energy level. Electronic engineer. Electronic engineering. Electronic eye. Electronic file. Electronic filing. Electronic form. Electronic frequency meter. Electronic function generator. Electronic funds transfer. Electronic game. Electronic image pickup device. Electronic image reproducing device. Electronic image storage device. Electronic image tube. Electronic impedance. Electronic instrumentation. Electronic keying. Electronic line scanning. Electronic magazine e-mag. E-zine. Electronic mail email. Electronic magnetometer. Email. Electronic mailbox. Electronic memory. Electronic microphone. Electronic multimeter. Electronic music instruments. Electronic news. Electronic numerical integrator and computer ENIAC. Electronic oscillator equals electron oscillator. Electronic pen. Electronic oscilloscope. Electronic photovoltaic cell. Electronic photometer. Electronic picture. Electronic pointer. Electronic potentiometer. Electronic processor. Electronic publishing. Electronic raster scanning. Electronic recording equipment. Electronic recording tube ER tube. Electronic rectifier. Electronic regulation. Electronic regulator. Electronic relay. Electronic reverberation. Electronic sampling switch. Electronic scanner. Electronic scanning equals electron scanning. Electronic scanning antenna. Electronic semiconductor. Electronic switching circuit. Electronic telegraph. Electronic teletype. Electronic television. Electronic temperature recorder. Electronic text. Electronic thermometer. Electronic timer. Electronic transconductance. Electronic transducer tube. Electronic tuning indicator. Electronic TV recording equipment. Electronic typesetting. Electronic typewriter. Electronic video recording system. Electron beam device. Electron beam excitation. Electron beam lithography. Electron beam multiplier. Electron capture process. Electron capture transition. Electron collision. Electron conduction. Electron coupled frequency converter. Electron coupled oscillator. Electron coupler. Electron coupling oscillating circuit. Electron covalent bond. Electron current. Electron deficiency. Electron density. Electron diffraction. Electron diffraction apparatus. Electron diffraction contrast effect. Electron discharge tube. Electron drift. Electron emission constant. Electron emission decay. Electron emission density. Electron envelope. Electron evaporation. Electron flow. Electron geometrical optics. Electron gun. Electron gun cathode. Electron hole. Electron hole collision. Electron hole pair. Electron hole pair generation. Electron hole recombination. Electron illuminating system. Electron image. Electron image tube. Electron indicator tube. Electron injection current. Electron lattice theory. Electron microprobe EMP. Electron microscope. Electron migration. Electron mobility. Electron molecule collision. Electron multiplier phototube. Electron multiplier section. Electron optical aberration. Electron optical cross-section. Electron optics. Electron orbit. Electron orbital. Electron oscillation tube. Electron oscillator. Electron pair bond. Electron pair magnetic resonance. Electron path. Electron pencil. Electron pendulum oscillation. Electron period. Electron plasma. Electron pole. Electron population. Electron primary photoelectric current. Electron ray indicator tube. Electron ray tube. Electron recording ER tube. Electron scanning. Electron scanning microscope. Electron scattering. Electron screening. Electron sharing. Electron sheath. Electron shell. Electron spin resonance. Electron spin resonance spectroscopy. Electron stream transmission efficiency. Electron switch equals electronic switch. Electron synchrotron. Electron telescope. Electron theory. Electron trajectory equation. Electron transition. Electron transit angle. Electron transit time error. Electron trap. Electron tube instrument. Electron tube transducer. Electron tunneling. Electron vacancy. Electron velocity analyzer. Electron voltaic effect. Electron wave. Electron wavelength. Electron wave tube. Electro-optic Q switch. Electro-optic shutter. Electro-optic AL. Electro-optical device. Electronics Dictionary. Electronics Industry Association EIA. Electro-optical effect. Electrostatic storage. Electrostatic unit issue. Electro-optical tube. Electroplated transistor. Electrostatic actuator. Electrostatic adhesion. Electrostatic cathode ray tube. Electrostatic capacitance. Electrostatic charge storage tube. Electrostatic charge. Electrostatic copying. Electrostatic loudspeaker. Electrostatic memory. Electrostatic microphone. Electrostatic plotter. Electrostatic potential. Electrostatic printer. Electrostatic receiver. Electrostatic screen. Electrostatic shield. Electrostatically charged area. Electrostatically focused klystron. Electrothermal printer. Electrothermic instrument. Element. Elevation potentiometer. Elevation cell sin. Eliminator. Elliptic filter. Elliptical waveguide. Elliptic aperture. Ellipse. Ellipsoid. Elliptically polarized wave. End of medium. Email equals electronic mail. Embed. Embedded command. Embedded loop. Embedded object. Embedded software. Embedded system. EMCW radar. Emergency communication. Emergency signal. Emission current. Emission phototube. Emission spectrum. Emitron camera. Emittance. Emitted photon. Emitter follower circuit. Emitter. Emitter junction. Emitter base capacitance. Emitter barrier. Emitter current. Emitter bias. Emitter diffusion mask. Emitter diffusion. Emitter electrode. Emitter coupled logic circuit. Emitter coupled transistor logic. Empty set. Emulate. Emulation. Elliptically polarized light. Emulator. Emulsion laser storage. Enabled interrupt. Enabling. Encapsulation in object-oriented programming. Encipher. Encipherer. Enciphering. Enclosed wafer tape. Encode. Encoder. Encoded file ENC. Encoding channel. Encrypted file. Encoding. End-to-end protocol. End user. End. Encryption key. Encryption. End around carry. End around carry shift. End around shift. End fed antenna. End fire antenna. End fire array antenna. End of block EOB. End of file EOF. End of job EOJ. End of message EOM. End of text ETX. End of text character. End of transmission EOT. End of transmission block character. End of transmission character. Endless loop. Endless magnetic tape loop. Energized. Energy. Energy absorber. Energy band. Energy band structure. Energy density. Energy density spectrum. Energy dispersive spectroscopy EDS. Energy distribution curve. Energy gap. Energy unit. Engineering reliability. Engine switch. Engineer. Engineering board. Engineering cybernetics. Energy quantum. Engineering unit. Engineering. English mode. Engraver. Enhanced keyboard. Enhancement. Enhancement FET. Enhancement mode. Enhancement region. Enlarge. ENQ inquiry equals inquiry. ENQ. Enhancement type. Inquiry equals inquiry. Inquiry character EC equals inquiry character. Enter correction. Ensemble. Enter. Enter key. Enterprise. Entity. Entity identifier. Entrance cable. Entrepreneur. Entropy. Entry. Entry field. Entry instruction. Entry label. Entry point address. Enumeration. Envelope. Envelope delay. Envelope detector. Envelope delay distortion. Environment variable. EOT end of transmission. AP layer. Epitaxial diode. Epitaxial film. Epitaxial growth. Epitaxial junction. Epitaxial varactor. Epitaxial layer deposition. Epitaxial layer isolation. Epitaxial resistor. Epitaxial SCR. Epitaxial silicon. Epitaxial transistor. Environmental requirement. Epitaxial wafer. Epitaxial mesa transistor. Epoxy resin. EPROM erasable programmable read-only memory. Epsilon. Equalization. Equalized delay line. Equalizer. Equalizer coefficients. Equalizer least mean square LMS. Equalizing pulse interval. Equation. Equation processor. Equiangular antenna. Equilibrium. Equilibrium potential. Equiphase. Equipotential cathode. Equipotential surface. Equisignal radio range beacon. Equivalence element. Equivalent circuit. Equivalent diode. Equivalent inductance. Equivalent load. Equivalent network. Equivalent noise level. Equivalent parallel resistance. Equivalent resistance. Equivalent series resistance. Equivalent sine wave. Equivalent voltage. Erasable. Erasable memory. Erasable optical storage. Erasable programmable ROM EPROM. Erasable ROM equals erasable programmable ROM. Erasable storage. Erase character. Erase key. Ergodic function. Ergodic theorem. Ergonomics. Erlang. Erlang meter. Error. Error analysis. Error byte. Error character. Error checking code. Error control character. Error control equipment. Error correcting code. Error detecting code. Error detection routine. Error detector. Error diagnostics. Error flag. Error free. Error function. Error handling. Error interrupt. Error level. Error log. Error message. Error notch. Error probability. Error rate. Error ratio. Error recovery procedure ERP. ES expert system. Escape character ESC. ESC escape character. ESC key. Escape code. Escape mechanism. Escape ESC key. ES layer. ESC diode. Escape sequence code. Escape sequence. ESD electrostatic spark prevention. Error signal. Error transmission. Estimation. Edge pattern. Edge pit density. Edge. ISU electrostatic unit. ETB end of transmission block. Etching method. Edged circuit. Ethernet cable. Ethernet. ETX end of text. Even odd. Event handler. Even odd check. Event. Euclidean geometry. Even parity. Even permutation. Even numbered memory address. Even number. Even. Even parity check. Event interrupt. Event driven. Exact copy. Exceed. Exception condition. Exception control. Exception handler. Excess charge carrier. Excess conduction. Excess conductivity. excess current, excess electron, excess voltage, excess energy, exchange key, exchange, excitation energy, excitation level, exciter antenna, excitation potential, excitation power, exciter cell sin, exciter, exciting coil, exciting current, exciting loop, exciting magnet, excitron, exciting winding, exclusive or XOR circuit, exclusive, executable file, executable program, executable statement, execute cycle, execute, execute statement, execute only program, execution cycle, execution time, exhaustive search, XNOR gate equals exclusive NOR, EXOR gate equals exclusive OR, expanded board, expandability, expanded memory specifications EMS, expanded memory, expander, expander, expansion slot, exponent sign, exponent underflow, exponential, exponential curve, expert system, exponent, exponent overflow, exponential factor, exponential function, exposure time, extended addressing, extended binary coded decimal interchange code EBCDIC, extended memory specifications XMS, extended code set, extended control EC mode, extended memory, extended precision, extended level synthesizer, extended precision word, extender board, extension cord, extension line, extension subscriber, extent, external device address, external cavity klystron, external circuit, external command, external current, external database, external declaration, external disk drive, external environment, external impedance, external interrupt, external load circuit, external memory, external procedure, external reference, external register, external resistance, external storage, external symbol, external table, extra current, extra high tension, extra large scale integration ELSI, extremely high frequency EHF, extrinsic conduction, extrinsic semiconductor, extrinsic photo effect, I patterns, eyelet construction mica capacitor, A-ring equation, fabricate, Fabry-Perot axis, Fabry-Perot cavity, Fabry-Perot fringe. Fabry-Perot interferometer. Fabry-Perot mode. Facsimile equals fax. Facsimile equipment. Factor. Fade-in. Factorial. Factory automation. Fade-out. Fader. Fading channel. Fail. Fail-safe system. Failure. Failure detection. Failure logging. Fading period. Failure rate. Failure prediction. Fall time. Fall back. False signal. Fan antenna. Fan in. Fan in loading. Fan out. Far end echo. Far end echo canceller. Farad. Faraday constant. Faraday's law. Faradic. Fan out loading. FAQ equals frequently asked questions. Far end. Far end crosstalk. Far end crosstalk attenuation. Farad meter. Farnsworth image dissector tube. Fast energy detector. Fast Fourier transformation FFT. Fast recovery diode. Fault correction time. Fault detector. Fault finder. Fault signaling. Fault simulator. Fault tolerance. Fault tolerance system. Fax V. Fax equals facsimile. Fax machine. Fax modem. Feed spool. Feed through capacitor. Feedback. Feedback control. Feedback current. Feedback loop. Feedback shift register. Feedback system. Feeder. Feed forward. Feed horn. Feature. Feed. Feed circuit. Feed current. Feed mechanism. Feeding transformer. Feed through. FEFO first ended first out algorithm. Felici balance. Female connector. Female receptacle. Femto. Femtosecond. Fermi function. Fermi level. Ferric oxide. Ferrimagnetic dielectric. Ferrimagnetic resonance. Ferrite antenna. Ferrite core. Ferrite film. Ferrous oxide. FET field effect transistor. Ferroelectric material. Fetch. Fetch protection bit. FF form feed. Fiber. Fiber digital data interface FDDI. Fiber optics. Fiber optic cable. Fiber optic transmission. Fibonacci sequence. Fibonacci series. Fiche. Fidelity. Field Programmable Gate Array FPGA. Field. Field Separation Character. Field Alterable Control Element Face. Field Effect Phototransistor. Field Effect Modified Transistor FEMT. Field Effect Transistor FET. FIFO First in First Out. Filament Capacitance. Filament Resistor. Filament Transformer. File. File Allocation Table FAT. File Attribute. File Description Block. File Directory. File Format. File Identification Block. File Manager. File Name. File Name Extension. File Server. File Size. File Storage. File Structure. Fill Factor. File System. File Transfer Protocol FTP. Fill in Data. Filler. Film. Film Optical Sensing Device for input to computers. FOSDEC. Film Projector. Film Recorder. Film Resistor. Filter. Filter Capacitor. Filter Choke. Filter Discrimination. Filter Response. Fine Adjustment. Fine Tune. Finite Difference Method FDM. Finite Element Method FEM. Finite Impulse Response FIR. Finite Process. Finite Sequence. Finite State Machine. Fire Control Radar. Firing Voltage. Firmware. First come first served. First come last served. First harmonic. First in first out FIFO. Fixed disk. Fixed format. Fixed head disk. Fixed length block. Fixed length record. Fixed point arithmetic. Fixed point radix. Fixed radix notation. Flag. Flag bit. Flag control. Flag field. Flag operand. Flag register. Flash memory. Flat antenna. Flat cable. Flat response. Flat TV tube. Flexible printed circuit. Flexible cable. Flexible disk equals floppy disk. Flicker. Flight computer. Flight simulator. Flip chip. Flip coil. Flip flop. Flip flop register. Floating point. Floating zero. Floating diffusion amplifier. Floating address. Floating computation. Floating gate avalanche injection MOS. Floating gate prom. Floating point arithmetic operation. Floating point calculation. Floating point data. Floating grid. Floating point number. Floating point processor. Flop over. Floppy disk. Floppy disk drive FDD. Flow control. Flow diagram. Flow chart. Flops floating point operations per second. Floptical disk. Flow chart symbol. Flow chart template. Fluctuating current. Plug connector. Fluorescence. Fluorescent lamp. Flush. Flux. Flying spot scanning. FM frequency modulation receiver. Flywheel. Flywheel circuit. FM frequency modulation. FM frequency modulation broadcasting. FM frequency modulation detector. FM frequency modulation discriminator. FM frequency modulation Doppler. FM frequency modulation noise. FM frequency modulation oscillator. FM frequency modulation wave. FMP function management protocol. Focal. Focal length. Focal plane. Focus coil. Focal point. Focus. Focus servo system. Focusing magnet. Foil capacitor. Folded dipole antenna. Font. Font element. Font family. Font sample. Footer. Footnote. Footprint. Foreground. Foreground job. Foreground mode. Foreground process. Form feed FF character. Form letter program. Formal. Formal argument. Formal language. Formal logic. Formal parameter. Formant frequency. Format specification. Format control character. Formatted data. Formatted disk. Formatted display. Formant synthesis. Format. Format instruction. Format character. Format command. Format conversion code. Formatted input-output statement. Formatted record. Fork tone modulation. Form. Form feed. Form factor. Form letter. Forms design. Formula. Fourth. Fortran formula translator. Fortuitous distortion. Forward. Forward bias. Forward biased diode. Forward biased junction. Forward blocking voltage. Forward chaining. Forward compatibility. Forward conductance. Forward current. Forward error correction. Forward path. Forward pointer. Forward reference. Forward scattered power. Forward search. Forward signal. Forward transfer function. Foster-Seeley discriminator. Fourier theorem. Foster-Seeley detector. Foucault current. Fourier analysis. Fourier series. Fourier's integral. Fourier transform. Fourth normal form FNF. Fourth generation language. Fractal. Fractional. Fractional dimension. Fractional part. Frame tracking. Fragmentation. Frame. Frame blanking. Frame buffer. Frame check sequence. Frame relay. Frame synchronize. Frame time base. Frame transfer device. Framework. Framing bit. Framing control. Framing error. Franklin. Franklin antenna. Fraunhofer diffraction hologram. Free running mode. Free space field intensity. Fraunhofer diffraction. Fraunhofer holography. Free charge. Free electron. Free form. Free running counter. Free running frequency. Freeware. Freeze. Frequency. Frequency agility. Frequency band. Frequency bridge. Frequency channel. Frequency control. Frequency conversion. Frequency demodulation. Frequency demultiplier. Frequency detection. Frequency deviation. Frequency discriminator. Frequency distortion transmission impairment. Frequency divider. Frequency division multiplexing FDM. Frequency domain synthesis. Frequency doubler. Frequency drift. Frequency filtering. Frequency function. Frequency hopped FH spread spectrum signals. Frequency indicator. Frequency interference. Frequency inverse. Frequency meter. Frequency modulated magnetron.